So everyone always asks, like, are we gonna have another baby? Are we gonna have another baby? Oof. So the answer for what's up, family? So we are back with another video. I think it's been how long since we posted it? You a little close. How long since we posted a video? We've been doing a lot of shorts, which we appreciate you guys showing love on that. But this video is all about life updates. So we went through some of the comments we posted on Instagram, just kind of asking you guys, what do you feel like we've been missing with sharing with you guys. So that's what this video is going to be about.
So the first thing is Terrell asked the question and didn't finish it, so I'm going to answer it for him. It's been about 2 weeks since you just kept talking.
I was trying to think of the last video, so when I can't think of something, I just keep talking.
It's been about 2 weeks since we posted our last video.
What video was that?
Romeo.
Oh, yeah.
So the next update is we have been experiencing some difficulties with Arya as it pertains.
That wasn't a good one. I feel like you gotta go down the list.
What?
The next that wasn't good. The next update. I didn't even give an update.
So the first thing that we are going to update you guys about,
the kids, child. Tell them about the kids.
Arya has literally been waking up every single night, and it's been throwing us for a loop because number one, that's hard to when you are just used to your kids being able, you put them to bed and our kids pretty much sleep through the whole night. And as of recently, she's been waking up screaming her head off, calling our name, and even so much as walking out of her room and sitting on the stairs. She did that once and it scared the crap out of me.
Well, why you gonna bring up what my daughter did if it was a one-time thing?
Because I think it just ties into everything that she's been doing. Literally, y'all, I was up late and I got up to go and get me something to drink, and she was just sitting on the stairs and I didn't notice it until I got to this. Y'all, that was so scary. But
I ain't gonna think my child possessed or something.
No, she's not possessed.
Well,
we're gonna
explain
what's happening.
So let me jump in and explain, since Jarius want to lead up with all of that and to make it seem like
we got some demons in here,
right? So pretty much Arya has also been not having trouble eating, but meals and dinner have been rough for a while, for as long as I can remember. The sleep thing just started happening. So like Jarius said, she'll wake up, she'll call our names. And she started off with saying it was monsters. And, we're going to make a whole video about this, but just to briefly touch on it, we thought it was monsters. So we started with night lights and things like that and started telling her monsters weren't real.
Well, at first we tried to extinguish the monsters from the room.
Yeah.
We would do monster searches, open a closet, under the bed, all of that. But then after doing some research, we realized that that's kind of validating that monsters are real. They're just not in here at this time. So after researching that, we found out that what the correct thing to do is just put it into their head that monsters don't exist.
Yeah. So that worked for a little while with the light, but Arya is also tough to put down to sleep anyway. Ashton will go to bed and he'll be knocked out. Arya, it takes her a while. She likes to fidget. She plays with things. So the nightlight did not help in that sense. But we took her to the doctor just for their checkups. Well, actually, she had a cold at the time. And after doing examinations, they saw that her tonsils were enlarged. She has really big tonsils, which is why whenever she's eating, she doesn't swallow right away. She takes little bites of food, which makes feeding time really long. And then it kept happening. So we found out that she has sleep apnea. So she stops breathing while she's sleeping, which is what's waking her up. So it's not really monsters. That's what's waking her up. She takes long pauses and breathing while she's sleeping.
So we first witnessed this because one of the nights that she was crying, we brought her into the bed with us, and I'm laying here rubbing her back, and then next thing you know, it's she started snoring, which Arya's always snored, but
Very
like
loud.
it was super loud. And then she took a really, really long pause, and I thought I was gonna have to like perform like CPR or something, and all of a sudden it just came back. And when she did that, it was at that point that she like kind of woke herself up, but then she was able to go back to sleep because I was right there. So when we went to the doctor and found that out, we kind of put two and two together that she's waking up at night because of these long pauses of not being able to breathe. And when she finally regains her breath, it scares and startles her.
Yeah. So now we took her to an ear, nose, and throat doctor. So pretty much we're at the stage where we have to decide if we're going to get her tonsils removed. So super scary, but more to come on that once we make a decision. You guys have been super helpful because we posted this on Instagram. So you kind of shared your experiences if you've ever gotten your tonsils removed or if your child has. So that's where we're at right now with the kids. So that was a long update on Arya. Ashton is doing fine. Ashton is Ashton. He's they're active right now. I think he enjoys swimming more than Arya at the current moment. So yeah, like what they're in swimming, soccer, Spanish,
and they
go back to gymnastics in a couple weeks. So not too much on Ashton. We are taking him somewhere super special this weekend. Maybe we'll vlog it, but if not, it'll be on Instagram so you guys can see something he would be really excited about.
So that's
Next update is Romeo. So Romeo is getting really big. I feel like he's like doubled his weight. He's actually at the vet right now. The only thing with him right now is the potty training. I don't know why. Like we set ourselves up. We were done. We were done with potty training for the moment. And so it's starting over with him, and then he's biting because he's teething. So, but the kids still absolutely adore him. Every time they walk down the stairs, they're looking for Romeo. So it's everything that we could have wanted in like a puppy.
I will say the one very annoying thing that's happening with him right now is obviously you guys can see we try to keep our home super clean. And one of the biggest compliments that we ever get is that when people come to our house, they would never be able to tell that we had 3 dogs. Romeo sheds a lot. And when I say a lot, we had to go and get a pet vacuum because we were like just seeing hair. Well, actually we couldn't even see it because it's like white or something. So like it's not very noticeable on our floors. But one day around his kennel, I was like vacuuming and it was literally like fuzz all around like his kennel and in his kennel. And I was just like, oh yeah, this is like not gonna happen. So we got the vacuum, came back home.
Well, I always would be able to see when I was wearing black, so.
I vacuumed the floor and it has a light on it. So like I can see right what's in front of it, and his hair was everywhere. And I was just like, no way. So we've been vacuuming like 3 times a day now. I heard it was kind of like because he's a puppy and he's shedding his puppy hair and getting his adult coat. So I don't know if that is gonna help along the way, but like that's been super annoying because our other dogs do not shed at all.
Rocky used to, but it's not as much. But I think it's a puppy thing. But we got some really nice shampoo and conditioner, and we'll be fine. And we're also working on his food diet, so I know people are probably gonna comment that. So that's Romeo. The next update is the condo. So the condo, as of today, it has been I'm trying to think. The bathroom's been gutted. We got new paint. We got the ceilings fixed. And we're pending granite this week. We added in some lights because it was really dark. I don't know if we showed in the video that one room did not have lights.
We ripped all the baseboards up.
Yeah. Took out like those sidings. But we ain't gonna stay on the condo too long, child, because y'all gonna start reading again. And I'm not reading these comments this time about all the changes we made. But I will tell you, it was not like a huge investment. It wasn't, we didn't go spend a ton of money, but I feel like once you guys see it, you're gonna be like, oh, okay, that makes sense. So I'm really excited. Hopefully we'll have that. We're aiming for the end of May for the condo to be 100% complete. So I feel like once we shoot that video, I think you guys are gonna be like, oh, this makes sense. Which I guess is a compliment that everyone was like, they would have rented it as is. But if you would have rented it as is then,
you're gonna love it now.
Yeah. So I'm excited about that. It's been a task.
Yeah.
It's different than a house. Condo has way different, rules.
I will say also, in just the midst of like everything that we have going on, I've gained such an appreciation for you because I had to deal briefly, because Terrell usually likes to handle like communicating with people and stuff like that, but I've recently had to start dealing with contractors, and contractors are a lot, y'all. And you can do your due diligence with finding like really good people who, seemingly are gonna do great work, but like it is such a hassle to have to manage 6, 7, 8 different contractors at one time. And like I only had to deal with like 1.5, maybe 2, and that like almost sent me. And he literally deals with all of them like at one time. So I just wanted to quickly say that because I haven't verbally told you that, and I feel like I just gained an appreciation for you and all of what you manage, because it's a lot.
Thank you. I was born to be a leader and a manager, so it just comes natural. No, but on the subject of contractors, that's another point that you guys have been asking for. So the contractor situation. So which I guess I can talk about it. We definitely sent, like, we had our attorney send a demand letter.
Trying to be nice.
He didn't respond. So it was for like a settled amount. So we took into account the work that he did complete. And so we had another contractor come in to quote us on what it would cost to finish the job. So we got that quote. We took what we had already paid, subtracted it, kind of took a little bit more, and gave him like a agreed upon amount that he needed to refund. He didn't respond. Unfortunately, luckily though, I paid probably a little over 50%, maybe 60% of his cost through my American Express cards, and American Express is great, so they gave that back fairly quickly. So then they just kind of reduced what we were looking for him to refund. Yeah. Which it was still a good bit. And so now we are in the process of doing
official.
Yeah, just like an official suit, just for the rest. But haven't had any contact. I think he's still working.
I don't think we told them the last situation that happened.
Oh, what?
So
following the video, y'all are ruthless. Following the video, which is funny because I didn't even say his name. Well, I think I said his first name, and the fact that y'all were able to find him.
Well, I don't even think you said his first name. I think you posted the screenshot of the messages and it had his name.
Oh, yeah. Because I was doing so good without saying his name. I was like, you know what? We're not going to say it. And y'all went and found him, and I was looking at them comments y'all was leaving, and y'all are ruthless, baby. Ruthless, but I was living for it. I was like, okay, look, I kind of like this, because I didn't even have to say anything. But
let me find out T&J fam can go toe to toe with the Barbs.
So that happened, and it was a heated discussion where me and him were on the phone.
After finally getting in contact with him.
Yeah, me and him were on
still
the phone.
Trying to avoid a lawsuit, which in my opinion, Terrell didn't really want to like go back and forth and do the whole legal thing. Like, we were obviously pissed off, but like we were still trying to like do the right thing.
I just wanted to get my money back and get it
and be done with it. But like, okay, you just go ahead.
But I mean, he didn't do that. So we were on the phone, and I actually don't remember how the conversation went, but I know that he was stating what he felt like he should give back. And it was like nothing, y'all. Like, he really felt like he had completed all the work. Like, and I had pictures and everything. Because listen, one thing I'm good for is pulling the receipt. And I was just like, okay, like, that's not going to work. And he was just like, all right, well then how about I pull up on you and your family then? And so for me, that was like, all right, well, like, now we gonna go into like lawsuits and legal, because now you threatening me and my family. Like, and for me, that's a lot, because someone knows where we live, like, entry points to my home. And so that's when we kind of like had to make the decision to be like, all right, like we really have to like take this seriously.
In addition to that, one of our friends let us know that, you know, while we don't think of ourselves to be, you know, anything like big or anything like that, you know, we do have to start taking into account that we have like a huge follower base. And even more so than that, we have a huge reach. And not all of those people are going to agree with us, like us, and stuff like that. So we specifically picked this home, this neighborhood, because of how safe it was. We took crime into account, schools into account. There's never even been like an incident of break-in in this neighborhood. So we took all of that into account when we moved here, and we didn't feel the need to go above and beyond to get like, you know, like top of the line, like security, and stuff like that, because we just felt safe. And I think this was a really big reminder that, you know, we do need to protect ourselves, because what if something like that would have happened? And you know, I don't know. It's a lot. So now we're like really beefing up like the security and stuff like that, because when you make not accusations, but threats like that towards not just us as adults, but to our family, meaning our children included, that's when like the line needs to be like drawn, and we never need to cross that again. So like now we're gonna take a lot of different security measures to make sure that nothing like that ever happens. But that was like kind of scary though.
It pissed me off, if anything. I think that
I think we can defend ourselves, but I think it's scary from the fact that like someone would say that knowing that we have 3-year-old children.
Yeah.
But
anyway, I don't want to get pissed off all over again. So the final update, which is I'm sure what you guys are waiting on, is a baby update. So I know some of y'all were a little annoyed with the last video of Romeo. We were like surprised we got a new baby, and it was like, oh, y'all tried it.
He is our baby.
He is. So everyone always asks like, are we gonna have another baby? Are we gonna have another baby? Oof. So the answer for do I want more kids? Yes. Do I know the perfect time to have more kids? No. Which is so strange, because I was always like, okay, well, I don't want to be older. Y'all thought y'all had me. I don't want to be older having more kids and like starting over. And I didn't want the gap between Ashton and Arya and the next baby to be so far apart to where they wouldn't have anything in common. Right now, we're still on the cusp of, okay, they could possibly be in high school together. Like they would be seniors, the new baby would be a freshman, depending on how timing works. But we have had conversations about it. We have taken steps to get more information about the process that we would go this go around, which of course we would keep you guys updated with when the time is right. But it's a lot, y'all. Like I think that we were blessed to find a great nanny, you know, that is here with the kids, that participates, that has a teaching background, and things like that during a pandemic. So it's just a lot of things to consider.
And not just a teaching background, but a preschool teaching background. So she's really well versed.
I wish y'all could see the projects that I'm looking at behind here that the kids have going on here. So, but just like starting over, I think that Romeo was a test. Not comparing children to dogs, but I'm just like, ooh. If that's a puppy, like a baby, it's just like something else. And it's weird because it was never will you have more kids, it was always when. And so now it's just like, it's not a no, it's just trying to find the time that works, because we have so many moving pieces going on, you know what I'm saying? Like
I feel like for me, you guys know that it's always been a yes, give me 4 children. I want 2 boys and 2 girls. Like I want, you know, both of them to have their person that they can, you know, have common ground with. Not to say Ashton and Arya don't, but you know, Arya can have a sister, Ashton can have a brother, and then they come together as a collective. But recently, I've even changed my stance on it because of how important the role of a parent is and just how much work it is. And I feel like just because I want a bigger family does not mean that I need a bigger family, or I'm willing to give my absolute best to having all of those children. And I feel like we take parenting very seriously, and it's a big job to.
I'm over here like laughing. I didn't want people to think that I was laughing at what you were saying, but I was just thinking about having more. And I'd be like, we would be outnumbered. Like, what if they try to jump us? What if one day I'm just like yelling and they just all gang up on me like some Power Rangers and just jump me in here?
I'm just like,
it's even. The playing field is even right now with Ashton and Arya, baby. They can try it, but I know I can take them.
He is an idiot. I just feel like it's tough, man. It's like it's tough, and I think Terrell brought up a good point that I didn't really realize in the moment. But like, you just never know your kid's personality and how it's gonna like manifest in real life. And I just feel like, are we really prepared to deal with 4 totally different personalities to where like I have to be a certain parent to each one of them?
We have to do that now with 2.
Yeah, and it's just like that's hard. Like,
I'm telling you, I'm over here struggling right now with Arya and this tonsil thing, so I'm just like, oof.
And it's not even just that, but it's like because Ashton is a little bit more reserved and soft-hearted, Arya is a little bit more tough and independent. And I feel like we have to parent her one way and have to parent him a totally different way with, you know, their personalities. And that requires a lot. And I just feel like if I had to go to 4 rooms in this house and talk to and parent each one of them 4 different ways, still come back, be a husband, still be my own person, still manage a business and employees, and do all of these different things, child, go ahead and take my chin hair, goatee, you know, beard, go take all of it, because I'm not going to have anything left. So I feel like when we decide to have this next baby, this will probably be it for us. I think I can be confident.
Unless it's 2 again.
Unless it's 2 again.
What if it's like 3?
Jesus, I rebuke it. I mean,
don't be rebuking none of that stuff. No. If it's 3, it's 3. It's God's will.
It's God's will,
baby,
but like, Jesus, please don't put that in my life.
That's gonna be fun. In the beginning, you want all these little baby snuggles that you keep talking about. So I feel like you'll enjoy it. And for everybody, let me tell you, my ring is right here. It's raining outside and my finger fat. So don't ask.
Show on, man.
Right.
No, show on. Put it on.
No, it won't go.
This is why Terrell does, and I'm going to take it today so that he can go and get it.
Jesus Christ!
But
they ask about it every time.
Terrell just
Yours
don't wear
on?
his video. Terrell just don't wear his ring. All of this good stuff. So, but that's that.
I'm like an old person. My fingers swell up when it's wet outside. When it's about to rain, that's how I know.
And then when it's really hot.
Yeah. But anyway, guys, that's our life update. Also, we have been podcasting, and we really would appreciate y'all support. We're listening to it. We kind of talk about some topics. But our podcast is called Let's Go There. So if you haven't, taking a look. If you haven't listened, make sure you go listen. You could take a look on podcasts or Spotify and then you listen. But it comes out every Wednesday. We even had topics talking about threesomes and throuples, things that we can't talk about on YouTube. Can you be friends with a side piece?
Should you ID people?
Right, with ages, if you're trying to date somebody.
What's the gap? What gap is too large in age for you to be dating? So
make sure you go check that out. It's linked in our description, and we'll also drop it right here. It's Let's Go There. But yeah, so that's our life update, guys. I feel like our next vlogs will likely be showing you guys basement updates. I know you guys want to see that. So both the basement and the condo should be done by the end of the month. So we're super excited to share that with you guys. Nancy's been hard at work, so I can't wait to see what she has come to life. But other than that, we appreciate you. We love you so much. And until next time. Why would you not say bye?
I thought she didn't want it like that anymore.
You do it when I don't want it.
What? So when you don't want
It's gone now. Bye.
Bye.
You missed the opportunity. It's not good
Whatever.
anymore.
You know what you didn't say?
It's not good anymore.
You know what you didn't say?
I said everything.
No. When we have the next baby, are you going to announce it right away?
No, I said no. I did say that, so you didn't listen.
You didn't. What did you say?
I said we'll keep you guys updated when the time is right. Is what I said.
That does not mean that you're not gonna announce it. You just say we'll keep you updated when the time is right.
When the time is right. My time.
The camera's off.
What time?
Are you
Right.
serious?
Yeah, it's funny.
Oh, you are trifling. Cut the
I'm
camera
not very
off. Cut the camera off.
You want me to try?
off.